considering an arc. It's like the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. So for 200 years they wanted to build an arc. There are 57 cities throughout the world that have them. We're the only major city, Washington, D.C., that doesn't. The circle prior to the bridge, the Arlington Bridge, has been waiting for hundreds of years to have this done. In fact, there are 4 Eagles that got built. But it was interrupted by a thing called the Civil War. And so it never got built. Then they almost built something in 1902, but it never happened. So we have an unbelievable arc that I think will be the most beautiful in the world being built there. It's going to be built there.
It's 250 feet.
I don't know what the height is. It's just appropriate for the site. We're setting up a committee, and the committee's going to be going over it, but it'll be substantial. I'd like it to be the biggest one of all. We're the biggest, most powerful nation. I'd like it to be the biggest one of all.
And to involve in a charity.
It's a very exciting job, actually. They've been waiting for many years, just like the ballroom. For 150 years, they've wanted a ballroom. Now we're going to put up the most beautiful ballroom anywhere in the world, as far as I'm concerned. And I could have built a much bigger one. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be in keeping with. I didn't want it to be taller than the White House, etc. So I wanted it to be in keeping. But it's a really beautiful building, done by some of the best architects in the world. The ballroom, likewise the Arc. I think it's going to be great. We're just setting up a committee now for the Arc.
Could the money from the lawsuit that you may settle with yourself go towards paying for that arch or for the ballroom?
Well, we hadn't thought of it, but we're going to probably, it's sort of a strange position because I have a lawsuit, like the break-in of Mar-a-Lago, and I pay myself that somehow will never look good. So what I had and other people, a lot of outside people said, what a great idea. Because nobody cares how much if it goes to good charities. So you settle by giving charities a lot of money. And I think we're going to do something like that. We're looking to do something like that.
Does charity be to pay for the ballroom and for the arch?
No, I don't think either of those two. I'm talking about American Cancer Society. A lot of I think they should be probably established charities. I would say established and respected charities.
On Iran, you had threatened those secondary tariffs on countries doing business with Iran. We haven't seen those yet. What are you holding off on?
Well, we're going to see. Look, we have a lot of things happening right now with Iran. We have a tremendous fleet going in that direction, and they're talking to us. So a lot of things could happen.
And the Canada tariffs, sir, that you talked about, are those coming?
Well, that was on the airplanes. Are you talking about
about the China deal that they did.
If they do a deal with China, yeah, we'll do something very substantial. Because we can look. I have a great relationship with China, President Xi, but we don't want China to take over Canada. And if they make the deal that he's looking to make, China will take over Canada. And the first thing they're going to do, end ice hockey.
So speaking of China, sir, there was a military purge in that country a week ago. What do you make of that?
Well, as far as you're talking about China?
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned, there's one boss in China, that's President Xi. That's the person I'm dealing with.
Are there any concerns about stability or
no? I think President Xi is the boss. I watch it very closely, and he's highly respected in China. He's the boss.
I'm going to come back to Cuba for 1 second. Who exactly are you negotiating with on the island? Who's the government representative there you're speaking with?
Where?
In Cuba. Who are you speaking with?
We're starting to talk to Cuba, yeah. We're starting to.
Can you tell us who it is?
Look, they need help on a humanitarian basis, and we're starting to talk to Cuba. Don't forget, a lot of people that live in our country are treated very badly by Cuba. And we want them to be, they all voted for me, and we want them to be treated well. We'd like to be able to have them go back to home to their country, which they haven't seen their family, their country for many, many decades. So we'll work that. I'll be able to work that out, yes.
Do you have any updates on what's happening with Greenland negotiations? Have you been in contact with Presidents Macron, Starmer, some of those European leaders?
Are you talking about on Greenland?
Yes.
On Greenland? Yeah. We have started a negotiation. And I think it's pretty well